Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Chippewas will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wyoming's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
The Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Central Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Quick strike complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gonna run it. It's Townsend. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's caught. It's Booker. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Chippewas have their offense in high gear. Goes to the option. Makes it past the marker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Chippewas kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Chippewas, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Booker. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. The tap, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Wyoming, 10. Central Michigan, 7.
First play of the period, first down here. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Booker. Across the 35. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sims. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle. Smashes through the tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Bean. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Central Michigan, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Sims. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Chippewas with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. He's going to run it. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Chippewas in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rushes on him. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Wyoming 31, Central Michigan 7.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half.
Central Michigan 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. Still running at the 40. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Chippewas are on the move. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. The Chippewas have moved it inside the 20. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sims. Throws to the back. They're working that left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. Bust through behind his pad. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The window.
He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Chippewas are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Chippewas trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly. And
he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Chips.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
34, Central Michigan, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with... Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Sims. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Spins away from the defense. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Bounced off his feet. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Rides it and reads it. He'll take it himself. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
Good enough for a first down.
It's complete. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line.
Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds a tight end. Running through contact. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air, it's Sims. Catch in the middle, it's James. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on first down from the 28. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for them.